You can see the lashes are even hardly noticeable. So those are your eyes for the wedding look. And then we'll just quickly do the rest of the face. So I'm going to use the Krylon Underbase. One pump. All you need. All you need. And you might want to go over the lashes once you get everything done with some powder as well, just to um, have them marry in a little bit better. I'm just going to go ahead and do that because I just noticed it. So, just so that you don't see the ends. And that's where individual lashes come in really nicely. They're a little bit harder to do on yourself, and they take me a little while. So, none of those today. And then I'm gonna do my highlighter, which I use Krylon foundation. This is Alabaster. It's the only shade lighter than white, and I'm just gonna use this to highlight certain areas because when you're being photographed as well, you want certain areas. So I'm just using a small brush and my palette knife, and I'm just gonna go in, see right underneath my eyes, because everybody wants underneath their eyes to look brighter. And blend that down. So bear with me, I'm sorry, I'm suffering from a bit of a cold. And then along my cheekbone, and it's wherever your features, which features you want to represent or want to pop out. So I like my cheeks. And I do right along my nose. I paint kind of a line like that. It's kind of hard for you to see, but there it is. And then I blend it out. Blend it down with my nose. And outline. And the way to make your brows a little bit more dramatic, you take that highlighter and go right along where you were shaping your brow. It brings a highlighter in, and I like right here on your chin, right here in your, apparently what's called a Cupid's arrow, and along your mouth. And I'll come back in once I do lips with more concealer around the mouth just to make it pop. Okay. And then I'm going to use, this is called Spice. It's a dark shade. And I use this for contouring. Basically the real places that I contour on my face. Kind of go from right here in the hairline and bring it down like that. This is going to help define that cheekbone. And I just kind of go in and blend it a little bit. You always want to make sure you get it all the way up into the hairline. And so this stuff exists underneath your overall foundation. So when you're doing makeup for special events and things like that, you want to make sure you pick 3 tones and try and hide that. So I use a bit of a darker tone underneath my chin right there too. So kind of looks like an evil mustache, but it won't forever. And then I'm using my overall color, which is the Krylon NB2. some of that on my palette knife. And I use a natural foundation brush. This is my other one that I just got from Sephora, and I love it. So I just kind of sweep it out so it looks kind of like that. And then just, you want to make sure you mind your ears and neck. Make sure everything, and you kind of go over everything with it. And by using these kind of a brush instead of this one, it's a lot lighter of a finish, and it doesn't look so caked on, which I really don't like on myself. So you can kind of see where that contouring came in right there. And you can always go back with more. And if you wanted to, let's say you had a bump on your nose or something like that, and you wanted to outline your nose a little bit more, you could come in, go up like that. Pull it down. Dark color. Make my nose look a little smaller, although I have a really tiny nose. It just makes the bridge look a little smaller. I think that looks good. And then I'm going to use MAC Fix Powder. It's actually a powder foundation, but it goes on really nice and light. And my color is NC40. It's kind of a nice universal color for pale skin tones. Just going to use this on a Kashuk brush from Target and just put it on like this. All over to just set. And this is prior to doing blush. Smooths everything out. And then I'll go in and do blush. I have this Kryolan Truck and Rouge blush kit. And I like to mix colors. It has a few different shades here. And I'll probably take the shading brown. There you go, shading brown and probably the pink together. That seems to be a nice combination for me. And smile with your mouth closed, which outlines your cheekbones here. And you're just going to come in and just right there, because you've already done your contouring here, so. And you don't want it to be too dramatic, but just want to look a little blushed. You can kind of use whatever's left and kind of bring it up here on your brush, because there'll be some residue, and just get it all over. And then we're going to do lips. You spray off my palette knife. You want to make sure you cleanse it. Alcohol or spray it right onto here, and you just use a paper towel. That way you can use it for everything. I have a lip palette, and I have a lip liner, which is kind of in this beigey color. And I'm just going to use a lip liner just as a basis, because it's the color I'm going to use is quite a bit darker. But the red that I have is too